Yo, what's going on everybody? This is Psych here, and today we're going to be playing some top Survivor rank, and we're going to be playing survivors that I usually don't play. Guys, there's a lot of good survivors in the game. You tend to see me play usually the same ones, but in the past, there's been a lot of survivors that have dropped that I just don't really play that often, that are actually good survivors, and we just never use them. They're like newer survivors. I'm a very old school kind of player, truthfully. Like, I've realized that over the last few days, that what do I really play? I'm still playing Magician, I'm still playing Thief, kind of. Even the old stuff like Mechanic, I remember I used to play Mechanic so often, but I don't really play like stuff like Novelist. And mainly these four survivors right here on the last page of the book right here, and even Fire Investigator, I guess you could even count. So today I want to dedicate a stream to playing these other survivors that I never play with, but are actually really good survivors. And I'm talking about Archer, I'm talking about Meteorologist, Lanternist, Matador, Fire Investigator. Even after their nerfs, they're still very good survivors. And it's honestly kind of a shame that I didn't take advantage of it sooner. So today we're going to be playing some games with them. We're going to start off more simple with something like Fire Investigator. Since this is one of the survivors that I actually did play quite a bit before he got buffed and everyone started playing him. So then I'm like, well, I don't really want to play Fire Investigator anymore. So then once people started getting the hang of Fire Investigator, I'm like, well, people know how good Fire Investigator is. And I was like, because I'm just going to stop playing. But no, I should keep playing Fire Investigator. Fire Investigator is a very good skin. Very good skin. Yes, the skin I have is very good, but he's also a very good character. Fan favorite. For sure. Alright, it's going to be Lizard here. Balls, he can jump over them sometimes if you put him in the wrong spot. We're going to try to use them in buildings. Anyway, what's up everybody? Let's see who we got here. We got I Love Freacher. Dude, what is with the Thief lovers recently? We had like a stream where we had so many Thief players. So many people in rank playing Thief. It was like multiple Thieves and they were different people. Anyway. Yeah, we get to do a redo of the unused survivors, like survivors that I never use, but should use more often. What a weird spawn, by the way. You don't see that spawn every day. And I should have gone the other direction. I forgot the hunter spawned in the top right. Unfortunately, no Cypher spawn in the back corner there, so already a little bit off to a slow start. Hunter deployed a peeper, who would have guessed? Alright. Also, the game got an update to its joystick. That was what I just changed there. If you guys want to, you can go into your... 1 second, we got a calibration. You could go into your settings, controls, and then custom settings, and there's actually a button for fixed joystick. Just make sure to actually go up here and click on all survivors, because otherwise it's only going to apply on Fire Investigator. In my case, it automatically only selects on one survivor. So you're going to do all that moving and sizing just to realize you only did it on one survivor. So make sure you do it on all survivor. I've tried it a little bit. I don't really think it makes the game any different. I'm just used to the old joystick. Miki said how great it was. Personally, I'm like, it's whatever. You know, it's like if you start off the game with this joystick, you're not going to feel much different from the other one. I just like how I can hold my joystick right here. Like you can see I'm tapping, but I'm not moving. I like that about the old joystick. And you can't do that with the new joystick. So it's not like you can't get used to it. Because I was thinking about, I'm like, well, I could get used to the new one and just not touch the joystick and just have my finger ready for a teleport, right? And it's actually more convenient because instead of like touching right here and like sliding off, I can already touch at the bottom to get off the Cypher as soon as possible when the teleport happens. Alright, so you could get off Cyphers a little bit sooner for teleports. That's the one difference it makes. That's the only difference I can think of that the new joystick would make. Where, like, you don't have to start from the beginning of moving. Or maybe, like, against Go-Man. I was thinking about it. The other situation is if you're up against exactly Go-Man, right? And he's on the other side of the cage and he made a cage. And you're waiting for him to go on the other side of the cage, right next to you. And you're waiting to go on the other side. Opposite from him. I don't know if that makes any sense. But basically, you two are on opposite sides of the cages. You're ready to go through the cage when he goes through the cage and shows up next to you, right? And it's a lot easier if you can just automatically, like, hold to the left, right? Depending on where you're looking. Right? Instead of, like, pushing and sliding across the screen, you can already have it primed and ready and just get through the wall slightly quicker. I mean, it might be worth it. It might be worth using that in the end. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's a bad idea. That was like the one situation I was thinking about. Anyway, this is gonna be an annoying rescue here, because he's already camping from far. Anyway, I don't really care if he hits us or not, because if he hits us, it just makes the rescue guaranteed now. And that's all we care about. We don't actually care about him hitting us or not from far from Cher, because I already know we're gonna make it before he can double hit us again. His goal is to try to stuff us. He really should have went for a smash there instead of a basic hit, in my opinion. Because the smash doesn't do anything there, or the basic doesn't do anything. We still make it. Like, yeah, you stop our boost there, a little bit of our boost, but we still get the actual 50% buff from moving from the ball. That's what I'm looking for. We're looking for that like window. I'm looking for that window speed buff. That's what I care about. Like this one right here. We're gonna use it to get inside this building so he can't jump after us. And oh my god, Fire Investigator is such a good survivor. I forgot how good he was. Man, I don't think we'll make it though. Yeah, we're still not gonna make it, but the point is to just get away from the exit. Because look, he killed us, so what? They're gonna escape now. Like, what was the point? As soon as we got the first ball, he should have known that it's screwed, that he's not gonna get us. He had a better shot probably going after the Feral Lady there instead of us. Because, well, Feral Lady's actually just as bad, honestly. Because she's gonna have invisibility. I don't know, maybe she doesn't have invisibility yet. But dude, it's so good. He's such a good survivor. He's such a good survivor. And this is like a hunter right here with like mobility. Granted, it's not that great because we go under a building. He can't use his mobility anymore, but I mean, if he was chasing us, it would be the exact same thing. You would drop a ball in the way of the greenhouse in the back. There's no way he can jump over that. Or like some entrances of restaurant. Like, such a good survivor. Fire Investigator is very good. Like this guy, I'm not gonna lie, like when Fire Investigator got buffed, it kind of makes Mercenary a lot worse. Like I realized that Fire Investigator is kind of like just a better Mercenary. You get less items technically, but if you think about it, the Hunter has to break your balls for you to get less items. And if they break your balls and you already planned your speed boost to go to a very, very strong area, you're not gonna need that ball anymore. If you use your ball to get inside hospital and they decide to keep chasing you, you didn't need that ball anyway. You're in the strongest kiting area of the map. And that's kind of like what Mercenary does in a way, where like, yes, he doesn't have broken nose, yes, he doesn't have flywheel, and that's a very big downside of rescuers, that they don't have those rescue abilities, those kiting abilities that other survivors have. But what you do care about is the speed boost, the ability to transition across the map and go to places, cross areas, big gaps of just dead zones where normally no survivor could get through without taking a hit, and they just do it for free and still have items left over, right? And they don't even need those kiting areas those kiting abilities anymore, because once the stronger of kiting area you are in, the less you need actual kiting abilities to stay alive in there. So very good survivor. Plays similarly the Mercenary. He just only has 5% decode debuff instead, and if he gets chased in at any point the Hunter leaves him, you can go up to 5% faster decode. So you can actually become a slight decoder, if anything. And even on your rescues, you'll get like 2 or 3% from your rescues, depending on how early the Hunter found you. You don't want to get found on rescues, but if you absolutely must, sometimes you could get up to 5% on a rescue. Every 7 or 8 seconds, I've found out, you get 1% boost to your decoding speed. That's about how long it takes to get each percent of faster decode. Again, very good survivor, very strong survivor. You could totally play him instead of like Gravekeeper and have Tide on him. Like, it's totally acceptable. It's a very good survivor. Very good at rescuing, very good at kiting, great counter to stuff like Shadow. You could pre-set up balls. I mean, very good at Wheel, Clown, obviously. Not that people really use them in NAU, but if you go see what hunters use in China, you'll see Breaking Wheel ended up getting that nerf because of how good Breaking Wheel is in China. On certain maps, like Chinatown especially, Eversleeping, he's just a very versatile hunter that we don't really see people use here in the server. Same with Clown. I'm surprised I don't see more Clown. Even on the good maps, the easy maps for Clown, like Chinatown, you still don't see a lot of Clown. But if you did, Fire Investigator is very good against both of them. Just depends a little bit on your area. Of course, like right here, Fire Investigator wouldn't do anything against Clown. But honestly, it still wouldn't be bad, because you could pre-place a ball right in the middle, I suppose. Nah, still wouldn't do a whole lot. I guess you could pre-place You could pre-place a ball like right there, and drop both these pallets, and you could instantly vault back and forth. And there's no way he's going to be able to get around in time. Okay, mines unfortunately does take a double hit right there. Not a very good start to our game. Did she even do one? Bro, did she even use one powder window before she died? I'm pretty sure she like did a circle around the staircase around 2-story, didn't even make the first window before she died. Also, we're playing with Zach, one of my members from PR. One of the survivors that I play with. His name is Hornet this game. Has he pinged this match? Yeah, he pinged. Yeah, his cipher showed up. If his cipher shows up on the minimap, he did ping. At least once this game. Though, if I'm being honest, not a whole lot. It's okay. Okay, well, if this hunter is playing safe, then they should end up going back here to the chair. And unfortunately, he's going to be able to get a hit on someone and then go back to chair, so he does manage to give value from leaving a chair there. So Zach is rich. Yeah, Zach pays way too much money on the game, essentially. Yes, you got that right. Yeah, so you see that matchmaking bubble, that different matchmaking bubble? That's because Zach pays way too much on this game. Yeah, and he didn't even make the rescue. He went for it, but I'm guessing the hunter dashed to the basement, and he decided it's not worth it anymore. Yeah, Javik. So that's Javik. I'm a little bit surprised. I think when we went into Koa, a lot more people knew Zach than I was expecting. I have no idea from where. I have no idea from where because I've never heard of Zach before I played Identity 5 with him, of course. Identity 5. We'll call him this on me. But Identity 5 too. Okay, I'm pretty sure he it's very weird. The water's colored differently, but it's not gonna apply any damage. It just means that if he does get 100, he's not gonna die immediately. He's not going to take the damage until his Lantern's ability ends. It's a little bit weird. Hunter used Link. They still didn't fix that. I'm going to save the Broken Windows boost. You never know when a Broken Windows boost is surprisingly helpful on a rescue. There is one window over there. We might need to use the... Nope, he's staring away from the window. Well, we might still need to use it. Who knows? Yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. At the very least, he didn't chase our Lanternist after the mines I died, because the worst thing that could happen is your survivor you get snowballed. That's the worst thing that could happen. Dude, is he gonna? Bro, there's no way. I should have dodged it. Okay, I should have used my cape. I thought we would dodge it. Ill good, guys. Ill good. What happened to your Roblox streamer? Roblox streamer, that was for one day, come on. Ooh, she's gonna die. How much was our last cipher? Did you guys see that Peter left Zeta? Nope. Did anyone else see that? I should have used my cape there. That would have been a very easy cape. I thought we would dodge it. But... Or use my cape to prevent the dash. I have a feeling it's gonna get canceled though. It's so dumb. It's supposed to be like a flywheel, but you can get a hit right as you try to use it and it actually gets canceled. Puts it on cooldown, uses it. Well, I didn't even try, so who knows. What is Yaoi anyway? You used to have a student named Loki? There's no way someone named themselves that for real. Or not name themselves. There's no way parents name them that. Imagine babies could name themselves, bro. Yeah, Zach was Javik. So does anyone know... do people actually know who he as a person is, or they just see his name and his name is like a joke of something else? Yo, thank you so much to Upside Down Rider for the 6 mirrors. Thanks for streaming. No problem, no problem. Interesting message. I haven't gotten that before. Yo, first time though, I think I see you. Well, no, it's not your first time. It would show up. It would show if it was your first time. Okay, maybe this is someone who changed your name. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. 6 MYR. I don't even know what that is. Malaysian currency? What else is MY? Seki, can you rank our IDV Yaoi? I don't know what that is. Javik is a popular arcane ship. So, okay, does anyone actually know who he is? I mean, like the person, not the name. Because I have no idea what the name is. It's a no League of Legends Yaoi. Can someone explain what it is? I mean the name, not Yaoi anymore. Popular Yaoi ship. Like, well, what is it, dog? Dog, what is it? Who's gonna say what it is? Jace and Victor. Okay, so who are Jace and Victor? What game are they from, I guess? I don't really care who they are. Tell me what game they're from, because I have no idea. Oh, Yaoi is boy love. Okay. It's gay men. Okay. Who cares? Is it, but who is it based off? From characters from League of Legends? Arcane / League of Legends? Okay. So what I'm getting at is he's a degenerate. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Someone plays League of Legends, instant degenerate. No, guys, it's a serious competitive game. You know, I actually had a cousin who got 2nd place in League of Legends. That's what my dad tells me, at least. And I didn't even know. I didn't even know that he did. I was like a baby when he did. Bro, that's crazy. He went further with League of Legends than I went with Identity 5, bro. I'm still here. Still trying to get into China. I think as long as Sprinters are around, we're never getting in. It's too hard, man. It's too hard. No, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on all the people. Don't even get me started on all the people who be talking about... Yeah, what? Hold up. Hold up. Who's the hunter? The hunter is Queen Bee. How am I going to kite this out if I get chased? Hold up. I need a plan. What are we doing if it's Queen Bee? If we get chased? I have no idea. I have no idea what we do. I guess we can remove the clone when he's shooting. Alright, when we see the shooting animation, we remove the clone. I kind of want to use the clone behind a what's it called? Behind a pallet, and then that would entice him to shoot, and that would be good bait. But the problem is that if we approach a pallet, he's also very likely going to shoot preemptively, just assuming that we drop the pallet. So if I drop my clone in front of the pallet, we're gonna get shot. Switcher might be going to China. Doesn't mean that he won't play in an AU. Unless he literally is going to live in China. The B4U hate on Twitter? What's with the B4U hate on Twitter? Why are people hating on B4U? What do they do? Jack is doing such a good job with kiting today. You know, it's kind of ridiculous that Little Girl has a debuff on her ability to see where all survivors are, and then when you cancel it, you have a cooldown for 10 seconds. But Lanternus has none of that. You can just, anytime you want, check all the progress of the ciphers. It doesn't really seem fair to me. Like, what is the logic behind Lanternus and what's it called? I was thinking about delaying her damage. I don't really understand, like, what is the what is the fairness between those two? Why does Little Girl, who is a much worse survivor, have a disadvantage when trying to check on all the locations of everything? But Lanternus, who can arguably see something even more important, the cipher machine progress of everywhere, especially in rank, she can just check anytime she wants. Like, why? How is that fair? I don't even know how that's fair. Anyway, he's not really pinging that often. So, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna prioritize putting the decode buff on that cipher here, so we can try to finish it as soon as possible, since that's where he's kiting closer. Well, now suddenly he's closer to me. Well, it's okay. Corner house is a lot harder to pressure than... Oh. Well, she just missed a shot and it hit the wall of this building, so... Fair Lady has a cooldown too, man. Makes no sense. Like, these D-tier survivors have cooldowns on seeing information across the map. But yeah, apparently Lancers, who is at least an S tier, at least an A-tier survivor, maybe S tier, depending on the hunter. Yeah, she just doesn't deal with that. Doesn't really seem fair. I'm assuming he's gonna go for an instant rescue here. Maybe he'll use his rocket to be safe. Nah, okay, well, even if he gets double hit here, I'd rather he not. It's gonna be harder for the Pharaoh to rebound here. But we do have someone already on the gate, so that's not so bad. If someone wasn't already on the gate, that would hurt a lot more, because then it would drastically reduce how long we have before she's gonna kill that Weeping. But the Weeping Clown is just hiding long anyway, so it just doesn't matter. And by the way, this is an absolutely ridiculous ability that you could just leave your real body further from the gate, so if a teleport happens, you're just completely unbothered. I mean, like, it lasts 50% lasts when the gate is activated. I don't know if that... I've never tested it. I should probably test if that means when the gate is open or when you can just decode the gate. Because the Lantern's ability actually is less when the gate is open, that's for sure. And you don't have to be close to the gate, even if the gate is not actually... Even if you're not near the gate, it's going to debuff your ability. So, I don't know if that's just when the gate is open or if the gate is closed. If both gates are closed. What do you think a mime artist? Well, her nerfs were deserved, I'll say that much. Listen, I don't like to talk about characters before release, because the problem with talking about that is there's a lot of information that actually make or break a character. Without any information on animation time and cooldowns, I would say Feaster is an S tier hunter, right? If Feaster had early access footage, like these new characters do now, right? Because back then, there was no such thing back then. It was just like the hunters came out, stars came out so quick that they didn't even have time to make trailers for them. But if they made that for Feaster, and you didn't know any of that, you would think Feaster's an S tier hunter. But the reason Feaster's not an S tier hunter is because of all the blind spots with the tentacles. The fact that he doesn't get tentacles back very quickly. At the time, tentacles you also didn't start with tentacles back then. That was another downside. You didn't start with tentacles back then. It was a 1000 presence ability exclusively, and tentacles would spawn if you were in the heartbeat radius for 15 seconds, which I thought was a really cool mechanic, by the way. I think they should add that back. He's the only hunter who actually has a connection with the heartbeat, where like he's supposed to be a hunter of terror, is what they were going for, where he's like all about fear, inducing fear in survivors. And what is the fear? The fear is the heartbeat. And there was a connection with him in the heartbeat, where if you were in the heartbeat for 15 seconds, a tentacle would spawn in front of you every like 15 or 18 seconds, something like that. And he didn't control it, it would just spawn right in front of you, in front of the direction your character was running. And I thought that was really cool. Was it very bad? Yes, it was very bad and unreliable. I didn't think they had to remove it. And even now, after Feaster's rework, I understand they took it away because they wanted to see the balance of Feaster first. And now we can clearly say that Feaster's still not good because of all the blind spots, the animation time, the fact that you can't use the tentacle immediately when you place it. I'm talking about little stuff like that. This is why I don't grade hunters or survivors before they release. I've learned to do that after Percy. Because I was saying Percy was going to be an S tier hunter. And I played Percy for hours and hours and hours. There's like an 8-hour stream of me just playing Percy, right? No commentary, no microphone. It was just me playing Percy and grinding out Percy. Because I thought Percy was going to be such a good hunter. I wanted to play as him as much as possible so I can get used to his weaknesses. And it seemed to me like he didn't have any weaknesses. Or at least not much. And then I started going against him, and I took advantage of the weaknesses that I saw, and the weaknesses are so much stronger than I thought because of the fact his animation times are so long. So if you... Listen, I found out about the blind spot by playing Survivor. By playing a Hunter, I don't go against good Survivors very often, but I did get very used to the controls, the distance of Percy, so when I went against Percy, I was already very used to how far he can travel, how fast he is, And one thing I learned is his animations are very slow. And then when I started kiting out him as Survivor, I've realized these animations, when you play the game properly, are very rough. They're very rough. Where is he? Dude, why is he going that direction? Dude, what is this entomologist route? I just pushed him away so he can go to that area and he just went in the open instead. What is the point, bro? What is the point of helping these survivors? I could have died, by the way. I am dead in one hit. I could have died trying to help her. And my help is all in vain. That was a very good push. That should have forced him to go back and wheel to catch up to her. And no, he doesn't have to do any of that. Yeah, so that's a huge issue with Percy, is that I didn't realize that until like I started going against Percy more, and like yeah, then I was like, hold up a second. Okay, honestly, I don't even think it's worth removing these spikes because it's gonna be very easy for him to use his 1000 presents followed up by full presents. I'm not even gonna remove these spikes. If I had flywheel, there would be a reason to. Without flywheel, there's really no reason. The only reason is to remove it is when he doesn't have full presents. But right now, he doesn't even know where we are. Right as I said that, he actually sees where we are. Okay. At least hitting the wind shouldn't be that hard against flywheel against wheel. He's gonna have to stand still after he comes out of wheel. We do have a lanternist on the team. Man, I haven't realized how many ists there are in the game. There's lanternist, meteorologist, entomologist. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Is that offensive if I say that? Okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say, why is there no racist in the game? That's a joke! That's a joke! Dude, I shouldn't say that because people in the community can't take it. I wonder if he has blink. You know, guys, you know, someone who's a racer, of course. Anyway, alright. He's probably gonna go back and wheel here. Well, the trap disappeared by now, so... I am gonna drop this pallet now, because if I don't, he's gonna... he's gonna pretty easily block the window. He's just gonna take the chip damage at this point. Yeah, he's probably gonna leave now. But the problem is he can't. This is the last... Oh, but we have 2 servers up by now. Wax started his Survivor Switch? Is he actually in the lore? Oh, God. Honestly, with how many characters there are in the game, it'd be a surprise if the devs... Well, honestly, I would be actually surprised if they did, because it's... Well, honestly, that's an edgy thing to put in your game, and lore-wise. Okay, he already used the, I might want to use the cloud here. No. Hold up, I think this cloud is actually better to counter the full presence. Am I the next S tier meteorologist or what? Dude, meteorologist is such a stupidly good survivor. I'm not even gonna dodge this. We're just gonna go in the corner. And he's struggling to hit us, funny enough. Meteorologist is such a stupidly good survivor. It's honestly ridiculous. I don't want to die too much in the corner because I want my survivors to actually make the rescue. Okay, I didn't realize the server was primed. My bad. The server was actually already primed. Let's see what he does. I'm not gonna worry too much about dodging this because dodging that form is basically impossible. Does he have a snap up? Didn't he just use it? Use these garbage. He's probably gonna throw a trap there. No, he doesn't. A weird trap. He throws a trap there instead. He probably just missed. He didn't mean to throw it there, I'm guessing. Yeah. So this is a good time to die in the corner. This is a good time because no one's gonna rescue us most likely, unless someone's doing that game. If I'm thinking about someone to rescue me, don't die too far in the corner. Because against Wheel, with our survivors like these on the team, Pharaoh and Lanternist, they're gonna kind of have a tough time if they get seen from far. But yeah, that was so good. A little bit lucky he threw that trap inside of Shaq instead of swinging quicker. Because, dude, we could have died after that blink. But the fact he threw that trap means that he couldn't swing immediately. And we're also lucky that he went in the right direction. Because I didn't put a big win there. But then we hit the win and he just got completely screwed. Maybe I should have... Nah, because if I pre-dropped the Paladin and vaulted it on myself, he would blink us. We would be in the vaulting animation right next to him. He would have caught up. He would have been right there before we can even do anything. Not dropping the pallet there. Also, I guess we could have not dropped the pallet or the player on blink. Maybe. And then just rely on the wind. Yeah, but the problem with that is that he's going to easily get in range to blink and basic hit us. Because I can't use the wind from a far distance if I'm going to use the small wind. He has to be very close to us. What were they talking about? Oh yeah, someone here said people are hating on B4U on Twitter. Why? I didn't get to read. Oh yeah, what do you think of Mime Artist? For now, I don't have very many thoughts on Mime Artist. Because I don't know how many abilities she has. Is it infinite? What is the animation time? You get a rough idea from looking at the trailer, but again, like, in practicality, you have to remember that in the trailer, you have to pay attention to the little stuff, and when they make the wall and stuff, notice how after she makes a wall, they purposely, like, made the hunter be further back than they should have been. When the Hellenberg was right next to her, she makes a wall, right, and connects it to, like, an obstacle, right? And then it shows a clip of her pal sending the Hellenberg. If you were to take the clip of her the moment she started making the wall, the Hellenberg should have been closer and could have hit her through the pallet if she were to do that in a real match. But in the clip, the Hellenberg was for some reason further behind than he should have been, right? And so I'm looking for stuff like that, where it's like, stuff like that means like now it's not an accurate judgment. Now I cannot tell you if that's actually a fair and accurate way to judge this character. In my opinion, no, because I have to go and try in a real match now, and I have to see what is the actual distance from the pallet. Could you just mindlessly drop a pallet like that without them hitting you through it? Because with that distance that the hunter was, I say no. No, I'm not going to spawn Shaq. I really hate spawning Shaq. Because here's the thing, if the hunter spawns below me, I go Shaq anyway. And the difference is I got rotation time doing it. This is why I don't like spawning Shaq. I'm very glad she didn't take Shaq, because now she can do the same thing. The idea now is, because look, the hunter spawned top right, now she's got God Corner, which is a great area against Waxers, or she could walk to Factory. Like, there's a lot of options here. But if I spawn Shaq, then now we don't know who he might necessarily chase. Right? I don't know if I should decode Shaq immediately or should I transition. And if I transition from Shaq, then I'm transitioning away from a very good palette. It's going to also be very... It's not like Hospital or Arms Factory where like you could leave Shaq and you could realistically go back to Shaq. Like what I was doing there, like I left Shaq, I was doing the Cypher away from Shaq, and then I broke a Windows boost my way back to Shaq. Like that's not a thing you can do on Leo's Mary because there's no good area next to Shaq on either side of Shaq. And there's nothing good in the middle, here on the side, on the right. There's nothing good. All the pouches are like facing away from Shaq. Except this one, I guess you could pre-drop this in. If you ever kite here, you could pallet boost, right? But you'd have to be in the area to do that ahead of time. You can't do that in the middle of a kite. But yeah, like, look at this. This window over here is completely away from Shaq. This window's not angled at all. Like, if it was, like, right here, if it was facing Shaq, you could just get such a nice, straight, broke windows boost straight to Shaq. But no, you gotta vault it, and then it's like an awkward line over here. And some hunters are already going around, so you could already be getting screwed over. They could already be cutting you off. At that point, it's just better to go right around the window and keep taking advantage of the area you're in, rather than losing all your distance trying to run to Shaq. You know, it just defeats the purpose. That's why spawning Shaq, in my opinion, is not a good idea. Not because Shaq is a bad area to kite at, but it's because if you want to leave Shaq and get transition value and rotation value early game, it's almost impossible to go back to Shaq, unless you use a survivor ability. Same thing on this side. But anyway, little girl is a weak survivor. It's a pretty strong area against Wax Artist. It's hard to do a good kite as little girl there, no matter what. We're definitely going to take over the Mercenary Cypher. And he already got seen from far, unfortunately. Don't think he's going to make it without a double hit. Pretty sure he gets double hit here. That looks like Berserker. He's a 1,000 presents hit away, and he just got it just by shooting you. Fortunately, he got found from far. That's all that was. It's just heavily implied, okay. Well, yeah, obviously. You can't say it. Ah, I see, because eugenics, yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah. It's a very bad thing a long time ago. I'm sure it's still a thing, believed by some people, but I'm not going to get into it. Are her walls permanent? I doubt it. I doubt her walls are permanent. Okay, good news, we got Mercenary up. Bad news is he knows he can leave chair now because the Cypher is shaking right now. I don't know why Mercenary didn't go for Shack there. People are so scared of kiting together. Like, if you die instantly, I'd rather you kite with me than die instantly, dog. Because we're going to lose this game if someone doesn't rebound kite. Honestly, you could argue there that maybe Fair Lady should have gone off the Cypher there on purpose and just stood in front of it. If we were on voice call, that would be like a great call to make. Like, hey, when Little Girl gets chaired, stop decorating the Cypher machine to make the Hunter think that someone's rescuing, so he can't just freely chase the Mercenary. Or me, for that matter. Because he just left that chair. We lost like 80% of the chair time because of that. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a free rescue here. Okay. Oh god, this guy's not paying attention. I didn't drop that pallet there because if I drop the pallet, he's gonna get the same damage with the 1,000 presents. So I save the pallet that way, but still take the damage regardless. Okay, let's see where she's decoding. Because the 1,000 presents goes through walls, of course. It doesn't really make sense, but that's just how the game is. That the 1,000 presents will splash through the wall and do damage to you. So he was ready for it. He was ready for me when I dropped that pallet. He's going to use it and I would take damage. And it would just be a waste of a pallet at that point. If I'm going to take damage, I can use the window for the same price. He's not going to chase me after the first hit. He's interested in the Mercenary. I know that. And if he does want to chase me, well, then we have a window boost lined up for him combined with our hit boost. And lots of other abilities here. Yeah. You never know, that Shack pallet might be helpful later on in this game. It still is a very good pallet at the end of the day, even if it's hard to reach. Because you never know when you're going to get. This is going to be a failed rescue for sure. But that was a great pop. Fair Lady doesn't rescue fast enough to, there's no way. She has to hope he hits the chair. That's the only way. Even if you don't have debuffed rescue speed, there's no way. There's no way you can make it. I'm curious here. If we get teleport on, I think we might actually want to go for that window over there to combine with a great broken windows boost and just get away from this gate. Because I mean, if I run over here, I don't have like a good like dash for stars because these boxes are in the way, and then there's also no way I can get away from the gate. I'd just be stuck at those 3 batteries, but he doesn't have detention, so I guess. Yeah, but you died at full presence, so he basically has detention. Oh, the walls last forever, but if you drop the pallet, they go away. Okay. Again, and then there's a new question, and how long does the wall last? We'd have to see. Oh, someone else says, no, he's not racist. It says that Wax Artist is someone who targets people with defects on people's faces. If anything, he's ableist. Damn, why do all the bad things end with IST? If her walls were permanent, it would be broken. Yeah, and then we have lots of other survivors exist that are just better versions of other survivors in this game. Like Lanternist. Is Lanternist not broken, dog? When you combine him to Fair Lady, it really depends. Like, again, it depends on the hunter. But I think in general, Lanternist is, there's certain exceptions she has that I just don't understand. Like, why did we make Fair Lady and then we saw how bad Fair Lady was and made a replacement for Fair Lady that was just better in every way? Like, dog, what is the benefit of playing Fair Lady? The only benefit of playing Fair Lady... No, because... I'm just thinking against Shadow. I guess if you want more counters to, like, Shadow or Goman, you have an extra person besides just Fair Lady. But the difference is Fair Lady's a lot worse to more hunters than Lanternist. I guess she's better against Opera than Lanternist. That's not necessarily true, though, because you could put your body behind a pallet, purposely walk to the other side of the pallet, the same side the hunter's on, drop the pallet on their face, then there's like 1.5 seconds where they can't break it. Oh god, did I just go? No, just double tide is okay. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I think it's a little bit ridiculous that even if the hunter guessed where you were, you still can't take damage as Fair Lady. Not Fair Lady, as a Lanternist. The benefit of Fair Lady is that it's funny. No truer words have been said before. I had a bad day today, so I'm glad I caught your stream. Welcome in, Roses and Petals. Appreciate you coming in. Hope your day gets a little better. Yeah, hunters can see Fair Lady taking Cypher progress, but with Prisoner they can't see the connection. I don't know. Can they see Lanternist as well? Can they see Lanternist? I think... No, I don't think they can. Bro, why is Geisha getting Google Translate? What is this new Google Translate feature? It just automatically translates people's messages. Oh god, that thing has collision? Bro, I'm telling you, all the random things have collision on this map. You don't even want to know how bad these tree roots are around this tree, bro. They're nasty. Do not kite near them. You know, I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, why did you take my Cypher when I spawn here? Like, dog, there's no way we're for real. It's fine, the Cypher's gonna unblock, but that is a Cypher loss. That's a huge Cypher loss. Because even if the Cypher is essentially not blocked, if you think about it. Like, what did it do? It stalled me decoding 3 seconds. What it did was make me walk across the map. That's what it did. Like, I'm sure that person had a Cypher closer to them. Like, why are people taking Cyphers that they know someone in an area that they know someone spawned in? I don't understand. Some of these people just don't think when they play. Most frustrating thing. Was that the puppet? I think that was the puppet. Is that the puppet? No, that's not the puppet. Yeah, it was the puppet. God damn it. Bro, you see that move from the cheerleader? You guys saw that? She swapped Cypher machines so that she's not shaking a Cypher, so Geisha thinks that someone's rescuing. Even now that she's still decoding, she's only decoding up to 17% because the Cypher doesn't start shaking until 17%. You see that? That's good game sense right there. That right there is good game sense. No one asked her to do it, but if we're anyway not going to rescue, that's how we avoid the hunter just leaving a chair. Because they only see 2 Cyphers shaking. Well, yeah, we lose a little bit of time walking, but it's not the end of the world. Why did the puppet decide to go rescue anyway, dog? Oh, no, he's not. It just looks like he is. The depth perception, never mind. Never mind. It was the depth perception. Okay, so... we're gonna go to this Cypher machine. I guess I should have gone to this one. My bad. I didn't see that this one spawned. Yeah, these 2 Cyphers spawn right next to each other. I should have gone to this one. Okay, well. I guess I could have played that better too. That's the thing. That's the thing, though. Why do I need backup plans for when my survivors take my Cyphers? It's kind of ridiculous, but I do have backup plans. On all the other maps, I have backup plans. Like, okay, if someone comes and steals a Cypher, I know where I'm running next. Like, I know the Cypher layouts where they can spawn. To be fair, Darkwoods is a newer map. That's why I did it. Right, but it still baffles me that I have to know these kinds of things. I have to have a backup plan for my teammates, dog. Like, what is this? Yeah, if we get teleport on, are we just dead here? I don't like our position if we get teleported on. Like, teleporting on is a very real issue right now. I guess we're gonna cross this pal, pre-drop a ball, and then see what she does. Okay, well now we're gonna force the Cypher. Except I think the puppet might not be paying attention. Oh, he is paying attention. Damn. Okay, I thought he definitely would pop there. Okay, last two Cyphers are lit up, but we can't even decode them. That's kind of a funny thing. We're still not necessarily safe. She could die and then teleport. Or she teleports early. I'm just gonna stand in the middle. Okay. Just in case she... We need to start making our way to gate now. Just in case she dies now and then teleports. So, did you see the race course was added to 2v8? Yeah, Miki told me. I haven't played it because I don't play 2v8 Hunter anymore. It's so stupid. I'm the biggest hater of 2v8 Hunter. I've played 2v8 for years, and I've seen all the changes they did to 2v8. Like, oh my god, like, dog, at this point, it's actually unplayable for the Hunters. Like, it's actually unfair. It's actually unfair how badly balanced 2v8 Survivor is for the Hunter side. It's so bad. You know, decoding speed used to be reasonable back then, and then they buffed it because people weren't decoding. They were trolling, like, with forward doctor was the meta back then. You have 4 doctors, 4 forwards, right? And so the devs buffed decode speed just to make up for people wanting to have fun, right? So now that 2v8 got old and people don't do that anymore, bro, it's actually ridiculous. And then there's so many, like, different survivors added now that can't normally pick up items but have very strong abilities to make up for it, and then 2v8 just completely breaks that. Okay, so now Puppet is able to carry other items to make up for the fact that he doesn't have to damage himself to survive a Hunter ability. And then on top of that, you got survivors completely breaking game logic. Like, okay, extra item is whatever, okay? That's one separate thing, right? And then they go ahead and they give the drinking bottle for Puppets here, just completely breaking the logic of the game. Like, Toy Merchant can use items when she's not supposed to use items that she gets from chests. Like, come on now, guys. What are we thinking? Although, I say this all the time. I feel like Toy Merchant should use the items that she gets from her chest. So let's just say it's balanced, okay? Because I keep saying that they should buff Toy Merchant like that. All right, let's just say that's already in the game. But technically, it's not, so it is unfair by all means. It's just... And then the most recent addition was like... It was the Boogie Bag, where, like, you can get any item you want off of chair whenever you want. And there were a lot of other smaller things that weren't added because of 2v8. They were added because of rescuers always getting plus 12 points for wins, right? So, back then in the game, and even now, your ranking and how much points you get in a rank match is decided by how well you did compared to your teammates. Your Hunter's deduction points have nothing to do with how many points you get. So if we look at last match, and I'm going to say this all the time, but in case people don't know, why did I get plus 5 this match? Well, let's take a look. Draw plus 3 and Survivor's deduction points ranking 3. What does that mean? That means that I was the 3rd highest deduction relative to my teammates. Right here, Cheerleader had the highest. Next was a Puppeteer, and 3rd was me. So you get plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, and plus 1, depending on whether you're 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th in the points. You're essentially competing with your teammates, okay? And back then, the Rescuer was the one who always got the most points. Unless your teammate did a really good kite, in which case the devs would try to give the most points to the kiter. But the reason they still didn't, and the reason that still didn't happen, was because there was a cap back then. There was a cap on how many kiting points you could get, right? It was 3,000. Now the devs made up for it by then, like, adding those points in other places, right? So if you maxed out your bravery, it would go into persistence, and then it would go into tranquility, and then into friendliness, which are the 4 different things you could get points for. Friendliness is for healing and double decoding and using syringes and stuff like that, right? Or maybe not, but I don't know about the syringe, but it doesn't really matter. And then there's tranquility, which is decoding, and a couple other things that I don't remember. There's bravery then, and that's mainly for cutting the hunter. And persistence, I forgot what it's for. Persistence is like, I don't know what persistence is for, but basically there are 3 different roles. But yeah, friendliness is also like rescuing, and back then you'd get so many points for rescuing, right? And the rescue would just do its job. As long as you didn't get double hit, you would then keep getting decode points, which decoding points didn't give a whole lot back then. And kiting points, well, you would only really get first if you actually did a good kite, right? But in most cases, if you guys are tying or losing, almost always the rescuer gets the most points. Even if you won, sometimes rescuer still gets the most points. Because if the hunter kept changing targets, well, the rescuer is making rescues, and he gets a ton of points each time. Very often, that's the way it worked. Okay. And the devs changed that. Now, why does this all matter in terms of 2v8? Because originally we started talking about 2v8, right? And I went on this tangent about rank points. How is there a connection? Okay, well, I'll tell you what the connection is. The connection is that those points, the way your points are calculated, goes then over into 2v8. So now survivors are getting more points for decoding than they used to in the past, and now survivors get more points for kiting than they used to in the past. Basically, they're trying to reward the people who didn't do anything all game and try to make it more even with the rescuers and the kiters. Because if you just decoded all game, and you just support for a little bit, you barely got any points. Even if you supported, the game still thinks like you didn't do a whole lot, right? So they're trying to change that so that you can actually compete and have a chance of getting like more points than your teammates, even if they only did like a tie kite, right? But that means that 2v8 is more unbalanced because people are getting more points early on. That also means that now with the Boogie Bag Edition, listen, if you're kiting in 2v8, in the past, you getting so many points didn't matter unless Hunter left you, right? But now you can just buy the points, use the points in the middle of your kite, and just buy like 3 elbow pads from your item. I think it's actually 2, but don't get me wrong. It's still a lot. 2 elbow pads is an amount that no one should have realistically. If you are not playing Mercenary, there's no reason you should have 2 elbow pads. It's like, did you see Mimars can balloon rescue with Umbrella? Well, it makes sense. In the trailer, it shows her stunning hunters. Like, of course, bro. I would expect that. That's not a very surprising thing. You could make that conclusion without even seeing it happen. Then again, I guess they drop random exceptions with like Antiquarian, which you can't push them in a balloon animation. So, I mean, I guess what do I know at this point? Ah, beautiful Gravekeeper shovel. Does he still keep that? I think he still has 2 shovels. I can't remember. In the past, you definitely would go down to 1 shovel if you got canceled. I think he still has 2, and that one of them is just like a third of the progress disappeared. I mean, he's pinging yellow ping, but why is he using it so late? Okay, to be fair, so do I. Okay, I shouldn't be complaining, because to be fair, I do the exact same thing. Okay, to be fair. So I guess he randomly got a ping spike and it threw him off. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Gotta be a little bit careful here. We're gonna try to use these tall walls to our advantage so that we don't get seen from far. We don't need to go so early, but I do need to reach relatively soon because you can definitely get cut off by full skull. Beautiful rescue, and the server should be primed without me having to do anything. She's using her perfume there. I think she's just doing it to be safe, or maybe she just doesn't see how much progress we have. I guess she's doing it to be safe in that case, right? I'm gonna pre-drop this pallet right here, and we're gonna try to reach the better pallet in the middle of Cornfield using this, or we could go use the window. Well, I guess if we're gonna do that, we should drop the other. Nah, the window behind Windmill is. Window behind Windmill. It sounds weird when you say it like that. We're almost for sure gonna use our ability here to reach the pallet just to be super safe. Just to guarantee, because we need to kite just long enough for someone else to reach the gate. For the person who gets teleported away from. Oh, you know what? I forgot, we're playing Matador. We could just, as soon as Hunter teleports, we could just hit them with the cape. Okay. Well, I'm over here strategizing balanced ideas, and I'm like, oh yeah, we could just let him spawn on top of us. Well, we're standing still, though, if you think about it, which is not good. We have to wait out the teleport animation. I'm not going to wait out the teleport animation to hit him with the cape. It's just better to push myself to the pallet. It's the same thing, except less distance if I wait on his teleport. But if I really wanted to just be dumb and not have a plan, then that would still work too, right? Boost. hit him with the cape after a teleport, boost into the other window right in front of us, and get a window boost, right? We could totally do that. It wouldn't be great because he can boost up to us with the pickaxe. That's why I want to go for the pallet first, because the pallet puts walls in his way where the pickaxe wouldn't be good. And once he starts going around it, then I start going the opposite direction. He doesn't have a good pickaxe still. Okay. I'm not just thinking about in the moment. I'm thinking about after I boost away, right? Is he able to just quickly catch up with his ability? If yes, then is there a better way? And there is a better way. The better way is using that pallet. And it's not so much the pallet. The pallet itself doesn't do a whole lot. It's the fact that the pallet is dropped, and once we're on the other side of it, it's like, okay, well, what does he do now? He can't use the pickaxe to catch up to us because there's all these barrels and things in the way. Like, that's the idea there. Even though that itself doesn't slow down the hunter, it slows down his pursuit in the long run, if you think about it. Because his whole strategy is to knock us down, and if you have detention, you probably want the Serrato to run in the open, right? So you can get the detention hit. If they don't do that, even a garbage pallet will stop you. You gotta slow down, you gotta walk, and walking takes a lot more time than just boosting up to them in the open, right? That's the logic there, at least. What were we talking about before this? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, the mime thing. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends. We'll see. We'll see when she comes out. Sir Sneezy got 500 subs. Everyone congratulate him. I gotta check out his channel though. Yo, congrats to Sir Sneezy for the 500 subs. What do you even make? Oh, you make YouTube shorts. About drawing, it looks like. See, this should be an easy kite, but I don't play meteorologist, so uh-oh. I'm scared. Hi, I love your streams and tips. I love your streams. Your tips help so much. Thank you so much, Tasty Show. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Is there any point going to the powder area behind me if he's just going to boost up? I think we're just going to stay here. Oh, he's not even going for us. Okay, so in that case, I'm not going to do God Corner. We're going to save that as a cipher for later on. Because he's... Listen, think about it. He's not leaving this mine dead. So, by the time Mind's Eye's dead, we're going to be on our second cipher machine. Would you rather your second cipher machine be this one or this one? Obviously, you want to be decoding this after he kills Mind's Eye. Because he's going to be searching for a new cipher to kill. For a new survivor to kill. And instead of... If I did this one first for no reason, I'm decoding the cipher in a good area, and I finish it, and then I got to go to the next one. Well, now I'm going to be in an open area here. It's going to be a lot easier to, like, throw a pickaxe, like, straight through here if I go over here. Yeah, of course, it depends where the final chair happens. Like, if he gets chaired over here, then obviously I'm gonna run away from his direction. We're gonna then more easily reach this area, but why take that chance when you could just already be here in this area, right? I'm more expecting her to die somewhere on this side. Why is my mission escape from the dungeon? Oh, you see this? You see this? They changed this mission. The escape the dungeon missions used to say that you also have to tie or win the match, which means that you essentially have to, like, have your teammates do good. Look at this! They changed it so that if you guys lost and you're the last person to escape and everyone else died, you still get the deduction done. That's one of the most annoying thing about deductions. When I started this game, I would get so many deductions done for them to not count because I lost the match. Like, it's so stupid. That's literally the only reason why I have every hunter deduction done. Every time a new hunter comes out, I can just do the deduction so fast because it's very hard to lose this hunter if you know what you're doing. And it's also even easier when the stars don't know what they're doing, on the other hand. Alright, but even if they know what they're doing, you can... If you do your job well, if you did a decent chase, you made sure to camp, right? You didn't let anyone rebound, you can tie still. You think you... Oh, you're saying I still gotta get a draw? But then it would say so. It would say so. There would be 2 exclamation marks and it says draw or win the match. That would be bull, though. That would be bull if it doesn't say that, and that's still the requirement. I mean, I guess we know how it works by now, right? So it's not that cool. But... How is someone higher in the leaderboard than the person donating? Because if you chat a lot, it actually counts. When where that person hasn't been talking in the chat that much. Have they? Actually, I haven't been paying attention. We actually might win this match here. Mindset did it long enough, Kai. If Doctor gets that Cypher done... Oh yeah, she got it done. Fool's Gold was really banking on her not getting it done. I hope they don't do an instant rescue though. We just need like a little bit of time. Nothing crazy. Just up to 75% is fine. And then Cypher's gonna be fine. Just got terror shocked. Wasn't ready for that. Man, you see that attack recovery speed? She just immediately died. Even with an insta prime, it still wasn't good enough. Do you think mine will be good? I don't know, Creamy Michi. We gotta see when mine comes out. Talking in all caps over here. Just nearby. I'm an S-Badge meteor, brother. I can't do it either. Do what? You still gotta get a draw? False advertising? You're kidding, bro. You're kidding. Can't trust a deduction like that too, bro. I swear to God, what was the point of removing it then? I swear it used to show up there. For the dungeon quests, at least. Dude, every single time there's like a new character. So many people ask me, do I think Mime? Do I think QS will be good? Do I think Peddler will be good? I don't know, dog. Let me play them first. Mostly useful, the Cypher is gonna... Can I get a Gravekeeper match? Excuse me, we play Gravekeeper basically every day, dog. There's no fun in playing Gravekeeper every day. See, there's something... This is part of something I realize, is that the survivors I play, they are still good, but there's no denying that they are worse at kiting than these survivors over here. Like guys, come on. Meteorologist with 4 bottles. Archer with essentially 5 stunts. If you play right, if you use your crossbows whenever they vault or get stunned or whenever they're breaking a pal, you throw your crossbow and keep running. And that's how you get value from your crossbow. You don't want to use your crossbow if you missed your bow. That's the worst case scenario. That's like a backup plan. Ideally, you want to get crossbows like that when they're busy in another animation and you just throw it on there and it's going to delay their chase. They have to deal with it. Right? You do it and you still got 4 other abilities. Right? Now you can use stuff like Magician. Right? And Magician is still good, but like, brother, there's no denying that Magician is a lot harder to kite against Opera. I've been kiting like Yindy and I've realized this. I'm like, man, what am I supposed to do in some of these situations? Like, too many abilities to deal with another. I'm like, well, I guess the solution is maybe I should be playing these survivors that have more abilities, that are more permanent abilities that last a longer time than just like an illusion that they swing out of the way. So I should really play these other survivors. I played Knight, right? But Knight is like, Knight I play because, you know, you need a rescuer on the team and I want to win. And I'm like, okay, well, he's a new character and he's a rescuer, so I'm just going to play Knight, right? And also Knight's really cool. I like the idea of Knight. You know what, let's play some Knight because we don't ever play Knight either. I always just play Gravekeeper because Gravekeeper is just easier to play, bro. I think he's a little too easy to play. We need to make it a little bit harder. Next match you'll ask for Knight? Okay, well you won. Damn sure you won. Our lawyer has no borrowed time. We got a lawyer little girl on this team, brother. Oh no! Why is Zach playing little girl? Zach, dude! Okay, fine. It's okay. He's been doing good kites as Pharaoh. Maybe he'll just 5-7 kite with... I mean, pages are a lot better in my opinion. I actually... Like, sometimes those pages are really annoying. Like, bro... One time, someone requested for me to play Little Girl in a donation. I played Little Girl. It was Night Watch. It was so easy. It was so easy. He jumps over pal, just push away. Like, we can so easily react to him. Low-key, maybe Little Girl's better than I give credit. But, like, why would you play Little Girl when you can play survivors that already start with a lot of abilities? Like, yeah, they're not permanent. But, listen. I'm someone who tends to gravitate more to the survivors without permanent abilities. Because the thing about survivors without permanent abilities is because of the fact they're not permanent, the devs have to make it stronger from a balance standpoint, right? So if you don't know how to use your abilities well, you're gonna run through them quick, right? You don't know how to use them efficiently, that's just gonna happen. Man, look at him using a tall wall to kite. That's how you use areas without pals to your advantage. You see that? Like that's how you want to use. Like it's so funny, but this is actually such a big deal that this wall is here. No one realizes this. Yo, I just came up with one of the tips for my underrated kiting tips idea video. Using random obstacles to your advantage, even though they don't have pal to windows around. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. If you ever come from this direction, you make this window so much better because of the fact that the hunter can't just take a straight line to it. They have to go around. But mostly this wall, because this wall is immediately right next to a window that you can use. And that's like a great example. You could just... Oh, shoot, I'm the rescuer. You could just make your way. Dude, I'm so lucky you didn't get chaired. Graveyard, and we're going to get seen from far anyway, so what's it matter? I don't like these souls, dog. There's way too many souls right now. Even if he swings, that's enough to make the rescue. That's such a powerful thing about Knight, bro. That is the powerful thing about Knight, is that you know that he predicts ability, you swing at a wall to make your animation as like short as possible. And bro, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because he just gets to rescue off so fast. Like, that's why I'm not predicting attack. Because if he attacks, I also make the rescue. I don't need to predict attack to deal with it. I counter both options by predicting one thing. That's the crazy thing. That's a powerful thing about Knight on the rescue. Okay, only bad news is we don't have a last cycle. I'm thinking about selling. I don't think we should save here. I mean, if he commits really hard to me, it might be worth it, but no, it's not worth it. Like, look, no one is also shaking their Cypher machines. This Axeboy is definitely going to camp, at least until like 90%. And his first priority will probably be to come to this Cypher. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? In case he drops a tree and then swings. That's what the second attack is for. Okay, he dropped the tree too late, so we don't get a purple soul on us. Okay, we're gonna change our route a little bit here, so I don't have to walk into the tree. He is gonna get a very good 1000 presence ability here, though. Is he gonna use it? It's just too much distance, dude. It's just so much distance that even if he commits it, we still have more abilities. Like, this hunter's in such a bad spot because of that first ability we did. He's just so far behind because of it. He also dropped a tree that didn't do anything, to be fair. He shouldn't have dropped that tree, because we leave it before we can even get a soul on us. Very small things about every hunter. Like, we would have at least gotten, like, slowed down if he had 1000 presence. I don't like that he's gonna go to the same Cypher machine, because we're very likely gonna get chaired. Most likely I'm gonna do this rescue, unless this lawyer's smart enough to rescue, since I'm already gonna be on the Cypher. We just need someone to yeah, I mean, we could have done my Cypher over there at Graveyard. No, that can't be the move, right? Ooh, the soul disappeared. It's probably gonna come back to the Cypher, right? I wouldn't mind if the meteorologist healed herself here. She's decoding though, and she's decoding a cipher next to the chair, next to the cipher. There's no point. That cipher doesn't have enough progress to get done before the hunter notices. On top of that, it's a target he wants to chase. She should be the one doing this graveyard cipher, not me, because I have the abilities to pressure the cipher. Why do we have both our survivors that A, either have been on chart, or B, have no abilities to kite pressuring the cipher? Yeah, like, it's so annoying, unfortunate, but it's not like we can really tell them. By the time I ping it, I should really memorize like the locations of all these pings. Because fun fact, I don't actually read my pings. Like every time you see me ping to my teammates, I don't read what the ping says. I've memorized where the ping is. So that's why when I play on phone, I can't play on phone because it's muscle memory. I don't actually read the pings. And that's a very big deal to being able to kite in the middle of your being able to ping in the middle of your kite. Is that it doesn't take much brain power for me to ping because I don't use brain power to do it. I've already memorized it. Okay, she's in a really bad kiting area. I'm giving a lot of value to 1,000 presents right here too. Because she's gonna run in a straight line. Somehow she's still alive though. Dungeon's at graveyard? Really? I didn't notice. Because she's pinging it right now. Oh no, that was the lawyer. I don't know who's getting chased at this point. I guess lawyer wasn't getting chased. I don't know. Hunter doing nothing is another prediction you can make. Yeah, but it's a little bit riskier. It's a little bit riskier to make. It's only something I'll realistically do if there literally is nothing the hunter can do. Oh. Oh, sometimes the hunter does nothing and you don't get why you get a buff from it? Or why I get a buff from it? Okay, so the way Night works is the first prediction you make has to be either an attack or an ability. Okay. And your second prediction can be nothing. You have three options for your second prediction. You can again do ability, you can again do attack, or if you did ability, you can do attack and vice versa. Attack and then ability second. Or you can do nothing. Okay, nothing is a good move to make if you know there's no way it could go wrong, right? Because I know in my head already that Axeboy has multiple ways of using an ability, right? If I do an attack, I have to think of the worst case scenario. What if he drops his tree? Okay, how would I deal with it if I predict attack and he drops his tree? That's what the second prediction is for. When you make your second prediction, you should be... you can play risky, sure. What I could have done is I could have predicted attack, since that's what he did, and then I could have predicted ability, and then that would have been like, oh, what a clip-worthy moment, guys. We predicted attack, and then he tried to drop a tree, and then we predicted that too, right? But why would you do that when the first prediction already secured your survival? Okay? You have to think about the worst case scenario in the case that what if the first prediction didn't secure my survival? That's why I don't really often predict nothing, because if it goes wrong and you predicted nothing, well, now you might be really screwed, because now you're really hoping they do nothing. So in the case that, let's say this Axeboy uses his tree first, and I still have a second attack prediction. Now, I guess you could argue that there's no way he could catch up to us if he uses the tree first, right? So I guess you could still say, hey, Psyche, you could have made a better move, though, because let's say your first prediction is wrong and he drops a tree instead of attacks. Well, he's still not close enough to do a second attack anyway, if you think about it. True. That is true, but some hunters will think you predicted nothing and then they'll swing in the open anyway. So in the end, it's still not even a bad thing. The point is to just get guaranteed distance. That you use a window or a pallet. You're gonna use a pallet or window, and you're gonna force their hand, right? You're gonna force them to make a move, right? He knows that if he drops that tree, he knows he's not gonna get a hit on us anyway. So he goes for the attack. I guess at that point we could have predicted nothing, but then that's why he dropped the tree in case we predicted nothing, right? If we predict ability, then it's not like anything changes, right? Because let's be honest, he shouldn't be dropping a tree their second anyway. So you could argue that like maybe I should have predicted nothing there, because if he drops a tree on the first thing, then Yeah, I guess there is reason there not to do a second attack. But it's just to be really safe. I guess in that situation I could have predicted nothing, because if he drops attack ability first, then he still can't basic. So, whatever, bro. God damn it, I hate myself sometimes. Like, bro, this is how you get better, though. Like, bro, I just made an argument. I just destroyed my argument in the same argument. Like, bro. Okay, well, I guess I could have predicted nothing there in that case, because he wasn't gonna do a second attack anyway. If he does ability first, he's not gonna swing. Because he would have to be right next to us. If he was right next to us, double attack would be good there. But he's not next to us. I guess I did it just to be safe, you know?
Huh?
Well, anyway, Nightwatch might be coming to us. Nightwatch is not so easy as Night. Because the difference with Nightwatch is when he uses an ability, he doesn't have a cooldown on the ability. Axe Boy, even if he drops a tree first, he's on a 2-second cooldown, even if we predicted attack. You can't drop trees back to back. Nightwatch can use wind back to back and quickly get rid of attack predictions. So that's a little bit scary. The main thing we're going to want to do here then is we're going to need to be by a pallet. I might want to predict ability first and then drop the pallet. Because if I drop the pallet first, he might just use his ability to jump before I can even predict. So I think that's what we're going to do here. Because if I drop the pallet animation is going to stop me before he can use his ability. Now I need to predict that ability. I need to prevent him from jumping. Once he jumps, I'm in a 50-50 situation of like, okay, is he going to use a second ability to thinking that I'm going to predict attack, or should I just do attack? Right. It's a 50-50 at that point. You don't want to do stuff like that as Knight. If they're behind a pallet, there's only one option. They have to use their ability. Right. At least if it's a pallet, they have to address. Like this kind of pallet, he could go around it, so he might not use his ability. But that pallet, he would definitely use his ability on. Assuming he comes from like the front gate direction, that is. Anyway, I should have gone to rescue sooner. That was my bad. I think we're still fine here. No warp now. Yep, and he's cooked. That's why I'm not predicting attack. Because attack is a 50-50. Oh shoot, we might get double hit here though. Okay, no. He just lets go. That's the risky thing about not using your shield on the first rescue, is that he could then go after you and double hit you, and the shield is really meant to protect you, not your survivor. But we do have psychologists on the team. So there's an argument to be made about saving the shield. So now it still makes sense to do a first rescuer, because we essentially have built-in Tide Turner now. We have 2 tides essentially this game. Granted, the second tide is way shorter. But it means that we can, oh, well, no, he cheered on someone's Cypher, so. Well, I guess if you cheered on someone's Cypher, in this case, we really shouldn't rescue, because we don't really get that much. Oh, he's leaving. This is a great rescue. I will save the shield here, because the shield's not going to do a whole lot. It's going to run out before he can even reach us. He has peepers, too. Oh, yeah, so if he has peepers, he can't do war. But anyway, it prevents dashes. It prevents a lot of other things. Okay, I need her to be behind like a window here, otherwise it's a 50-50. Yeah, whoa. Okay, you got really lucky there. Ability? No, he saw his ability up. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should have vaulted and risked a Terror Shock. It's not worth it. We don't have a last Cypher machine. This is our last Cypher. No one's working on it. It's not worth it. I think it was worth it keeping her alive longer there, because we can secure a heal with that. Unfortunately, they didn't heal them. Now it teleports on the psychologist. They should have healed. Now the psychologist is instantly dead. Now we're in a really bad spot. I mean, if Novelist pops his Cypher, we're not going to be in a bad spot anymore. But he knows who's going to rescue is the bad thing. Good thing he's playing Novelist, because holy crap, Novelist is so stupidly annoying on rescues. He just swaps positions from like half a mile away. But still, it's not a comfortable position to be in still. It gets away though, I guess. I mean, he could. He hits the chair. I was gonna say he could get Terror Shock. Nope, the best thing happens. He hits the chair. I would love to get the Cypher done, so she's not yes. So we still have a second chair to work with here. Hopefully he gets the stun. Good, nice. Great book. Granted, it's not that hard to use the book, but it's whatever. There's a main entrance ping, right? Yeah, there is. Ruin's main entrance is basically the same thing. Teleport's not going to be up here yet. We will get the gate done before teleport, I'm pretty sure. Because what? It didn't take him that long to kill the psychologist. He essentially had like 50 seconds, and now... And teleport's going to be close, but it shouldn't be enough. Because it's 40 right now, and then another like 50 he got from earlier. From like the chairing them. He's going to have teleport up like right now, I guess. He's across the map. I don't know if this novice is going to know to ping in time. Ping ahead of time, I should say. Just in case he gets dungeon, I'll leave now. Nice fire. Man, a book here would be huge. I think he does have the book. No, he doesn't? Oh, I guess he didn't. Because it was a little bit strange that he dropped that pound instead of taking the stun, I guess. Because that would have been a great opportunity for a stun. It's okay, dungeon wasn't there anyway. It doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, skill and predicting nothing on the rescues could be very good. Again, it's a little bit it's not always safe to do that, but predicting skill nothing is good. Your second prediction doesn't really matter so much if they predicted if they did ability or swung. It matters though if they chose to do nothing for the 8 seconds. That's when it matters, because you have to remember that when you start a rescue, whatever predictions you have left disappear. So that's what the nothing is for. In the case they choose to do nothing, you have protection against a Terror Shock now for 4 seconds. It's really just in case they do nothing. It's a very strong combo, because if they swing and they swung at air or they swung at you, you have a guaranteed rescue now. The nothing prediction disappears, but that's fine. All right, you got the rescue. Your goal is the rescue. If you predicted ability, right, and they do use their ability, if they choose to do nothing then, which they very likely will have to do because they don't have abilities to counteract your nothing prediction. They have to swing at that point. If they swing at air, you again get the rescue. If they don't do anything, you'll give anti-protection to Terror Shock. I mean, yeah, there's a... That's very good. Did I just play 2 night games in a row? Bro, bad habits already. Bad habits. I just go back to the old bad habits of just me playing survivors I already know. Alright, let's switch it up a little bit. Chinatown is also great for Fire Rescue. This is supposed to be like a... if I didn't activate my brain there, I would have just gone night a 3rd time in a row. I'm in my night mode now, bro. It just happens, dog. I want to win my matches. I don't want to look dumb. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want to look dumb? Oh, thank you so much for the $2.79 Californian dollar. Okay, we'll do Gravekeeper after this match. And I wish I would Gravekeeper. Dude, bro, what is my hunter? What is my hunter, bro? At least he spawned behind the building, but he could still like do 2 dashes out the alleyway and be right on top of me. You know, the ball is very good against Percy's dashes though, because if you preemptively drop a ball right before you can go around a corner, he can't really like dash up to you. He'll get stopped by the ball and then he needs to do a super long wind-up charge attack. So I'm thinking we do that like right here. Oh yeah, he's definitely coming. Do we need to do it super early though is the question? Oh. Good ping from the little girl there. Oh bro, look at the area my little girl's in. It's Jover, dude. It's so dead. She's so dead. I don't even want to look. Just make me look away. Whew, are we in a bad spot right now? Holy. Died in the middle of the map too. Free reign for this guy. Free reign for this person to do what he wants. Do we even do middle anymore? I'm not going to do middle anymore. No, we're not doing Scholar Tree. Middle is going to be like, with a down that fast, middle's just not worth it to do anymore. Because think about it. If little girl gets up, guess who Cypher is teleporting on to reach her? Mine, bro. So I'm going to get stop decoding, and he's going to be chasing her next to me. Thankfully. Oh, God. Hopefully he doesn't teleport here. Okay. You know, actually smart of her to not go upstairs. Whatever. If she's hiding her tracks, so will I. Because what's the point if she's hiding her tracks if I'm not? Even though I don't really... Well, I guess Psychologist isn't pinging, right? So we don't know who the hunter is. God damn it, all these guys who aren't pinging, bro. Zach, you too, dog. Oh no! Little girl, bro. No. Did I get off or did she get off? I'll never know. Because she was crouching. If you start running from crouching, it stops the heal too. Well, this is bad, isn't it? Yeah, it's just... The down being down that fast, first down, put us so far behind on decode. Because normally bleeding out takes too long. If it took you like, even like a tie-worthy cut, it is already like a win against Percy. Okay, that's okay. He basically puts himself in an animation that's longer than recovery when he drops down and she doesn't. There's no point of him doing that, really. Oop. Wrong swing, buddy. He might dash here to this door. I don't know. I hate that we're doing nothing right now, but I don't want to run to the little girl. I mean, the little girl is actually packing a punch right here. The fact that he needs to go back to his target and they're already being healed by the little girl. Honestly, not bad. Not a bad synergy. The only issue is that now he can choose to go after either Archer or little girl when he walks up on them. He also got 1% faster decode from the... Not really worth losing a ball, though. We did lose the ball, but the ball was necessary. That ball was necessary. We need to keep our health up right now. We need to make up. We need to make up for the early game. And that's going to just cost us abilities. That's just how it is. If I take a hit, we don't really have me to help people who aren't bleeding out. I'm going to need to rely on my teammates, and my teammates might not be able to do it either, depending on their position. It's just, if I have the means, I'm just going to keep myself alive here. Because this is going to be a situation where every little thing we do early game is going to decide this end game because of the bad start early on. We need to play even safe for now. We can't take unnecessary risks here. And honestly, what kind of risk would it be? What would I be? What is the benefit of risking it? There's no way I can survive with that garbage pod against Percy. The ball is the only good option. It's not even much of a choice, really. Okay, there's a teleport. Wasn't on us this time. I want to get this sucker done. Even though he already uses teleport. But maybe we shouldn't pop it so we don't give him information. Oh, this guy has no borrowed time. Okay, even though we are going to do an early pop against Percy, that still makes a difference. Because now she can't eat a dash, and she's also not going to have her own speed boost to make up for Percy catching up to her when we pop the Cypher. So it seems like, oh, no borrowed against Percy, that's fine. It's not like she would survive after her last knockdown, right? Well, no, it does matter, because when we do an early pop, she's still going to be half health. Now we don't really have a good ball opportunity here. Yeah, we actually still could use a ball right here. Oh, yeah. Man, bro, Fire Investigator is so good. You'll thank me later, dog. Oh, no. Well, I'm taking a hit here. No, what a great move. That was a great move from her. That was a really bad dash from me. Worked out though. Worked out though. No. Woo! Oh my god, we're cooking here. We're cooking with gas, dude. This is so good. Oh my god, and right here, he just uses 1000 presence, so it's not like he can dash on us. This desk right here is so good against Percy. Thanks, dog, dude. That first page was really good. The second one, was scary, but it's okay. It's okay. I almost want to keep this ball here, actually. This ball is such a good, in case he randomly pops up and starts dashing, we can go to the corner furthest away from all our Cypher machines. And the corner also has a window, which I like. I don't like that they're together right now, because if he leaves them and comes for us, then no one's decoding now. We should really be working on 3 servers at the same time, but I guess it's fine. Teleport would be scary. We're gonna grab this. We don't need the backup plan anymore. Oh, I didn't mean to ping that. Anyway, I'm not on the Cypher machine. That's all. Did I insta-prime this? Okay, she's gonna wait for her flywheel here, most likely. Dude, it would be so nice if she chose to heal herself, because then she could get knocked down and she would still survive a knockdown. Like, bro, now that she's over the line, she's gonna die next knockdown. Why didn't we pop sooner? If, oh man, that whole situation was just so badly played. She could have. Well, maybe Archer doesn't have self heal actually. Okay, maybe Archer doesn't have self heal. That might be why. Also, I should. Oh, man, that's so bad. I should have. No, I'm sorry, dog. That could have been a good play. It was not. Bro, she actually dies because of that now. My bad. Huh? Genuinely my bad, Chief. We might actually lose this game now because of that. Or not lose, but we might actually tie now. We actually would have won this game if it weren't for that, because she would have survived longer. Wow, what a bad ball there. We just missed it by a little bit. Should have put it more in front and less in the middle. Because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if it's perfectly in between. Like, illusion matters. Ball does not. Ball is so wide. That was my bad. We actually could have kept her alive right there. Because he destroys the pallet and then there's another thing blocking his way melee. So it's like, it's not like, I let her go anyway, use the page, but it still would have been better. Dude, what is Tato's message? Google Translate is just killing her. Enormous! Warimus still makes no sense. Bro, Tato, are you drunk? Man, that's such a shame. Because if she survived even just 1 second longer, Archer could have opened her gate. Well, not 1 second, she still would have died trying to escape the gate. You needed 1 second to do the game, then like 4 more seconds to actually get out before you die. What did I miss in Mexican? I'm trying to think what that sounds like in Mexican. Is it like a Mexican accent trying to say what did I miss? No, bro. Me thinks it's time for Psyche to do a little girl match after Gravekeeper. Yeah, dog, no thanks. We'll do Gravekeeper though. Yes, I still can't think of it, but it's probably where you go with it. What did I roll the R? I'm bad at rolling the R. I used to be so good at it. Because in Polish you're supposed to roll every R. It's been a while. With some practice I could do it again. What I miss? I still don't hear it though. What I miss? Miss? Probably miss. You missed Andrew match? We didn't do a Gravekeeper match though. That was a Fire Investigator. We still gotta do Gravekeeper. Oh god, guys, Gravekeeper. Well, actually, Gravekeeper Jones is not bad. It's not like a super decode deficit. I don't understand. What is the R for though? None of those words have R. Oh god, check your iMessage. No, you didn't miss it. Alright, let's hear this. Let's hear this, bro.
Hey? It sounds like what I miss.
But why? Why did they say the R? What is the R for? Where did the R come from? Psyche, can you do a match only speaking Polish? I don't know a lot of the names of things. Like, I don't know how to say pound in Polish. I would rather say wood, which is like Jebel. Which honestly, that's not really right. That's more like tree. But you could call something like that. I think there's like an actual word for wooden. Or wood. I can't remember. If I played Minecraft, I would remember. Nah, but Minecraft has logs. It would translate to log, not wood. Bro, is this a repeat, by the way? Are we seeing another Fools go in the exact same spawn? This time, I guess I'll go here. Like, I'm Gravekeeper. I can use this area first and then cross this entire gap if he chooses to chase me. Like, what was I playing earlier? Meteorologist? Yeah, Meteorologist would have a little bit riskier time crossing this gap. It would be harder. You can do it, but I'm not very good at Meteor, so I didn't want to risk the, like, missing the push. Well, with Gravekeeper, you use both these pallets, and you just dig all your way back there to the other area. God Corner is going to be a lot better, because you really want to try to save your resources against Full Skulls. A lot of Full Skulls tend to run faster pallet breaking. And on Leo's memory, it makes a lot of sense, because, like, what is this area? It's just two super stupid pallets that none of us to deal with. So, of course, something like Fool's Gold is going to run faster pallet breaking. So he needs to play Minecraft to unlock his Polish capabilities. That's not even a joke, because a lot of just, like, regular things you could make. Minecraft has, like, a lot of regular things, you know? It's basically like a furniture building game, you know? It's supposed to be you build your own stuff. And so, unironically, you could learn a lot of things in a language you're trying to study. Or just remind yourself. I guess we'll go rescue first, since Journalist is not communicating with us. Has she even pinged her cipher? She's done Shack, and she's never pinged her cipher. And you can tell because the cipher doesn't show up at Shack. But she's decoding something at Shack, so... Yeah, dog. I'd like to save this shovel. The shovel's really just for insurance. I don't care if she gets farmed here. Kai wasn't really good enough. I mean, she actually had a bot. In which case, I guess we maybe should have body blocked her because she could survive with that. Do you guys think she's capable of a Persica kite? Should I have body blocked her? Poland mentioned. I say this every time, but who here remembers Poland? No one, dog. Polish Minecraft, let's go. You know what's crazy? People in my job say I have an accent. And that's so crazy to me because I haven't heard someone tell that to me since elementary school. So I thought my accent just went away. I used to have people tell me that all the time. It's like, oh, you have an accent. Oh, you have an accent. Oh, your little brother looks exactly like you. That's another thing I hear a lot because I pick up my brother from school. So we'd be right next to each other. Oh, well, that's a failed rescue. She didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, I would understand if you guys don't hear an accent, because, bro, Dobby Bird been here, I don't know since when Dobby Bird's been watching. You definitely weren't here since the beginning. I think like a video I uploaded at some point maybe brought you here, but nice calibration time again. You become Americanized? Well, you say that, but every single person at work says otherwise. Well, I guess not. No way that clip does. I guess not every person says it. Bro lost his whimsy. I think it's definitely lessened since then, don't get me wrong. I think I've definitely lost a lot more of it. But the fact that people still pick up on it when I thought it was entirely gone is a little bit crazy. I kind of need a pop first here. Even though it's so bad to not let her pop first too, because she's going to get chaired right next to. That's a tough call. I need to make sure I don't walk by any, like, tree or something. Oh, tied. Okay. Let's see what he does. Oh, the cipher is not even close, dude. That's not even close. We have a different cipher machine. It's this one. Oh, we were working on 2 cipher machines? Did I do that cipher machine? No, I did this one. No one ever came to finish it. Typical. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna... No, he's committed. I was thinking maybe I should do the other cipher just for backup. I should have. Yeah, I just popped that. Don't even worry about me. I'll be okay. I can't remember if this guy used a blink or not. Does anyone remember? Well, I guess you guys wouldn't be able to answer. I had up to go. Now it's too late. It would be too late. I guess now I can see when I'm not getting chased anymore. Hunter has tension, guys. Watch out. The people at Psyche's top secret job in the military of Texas Jackson. We still going with this, dude? It's an airport job. I work as a service agent. So I'm like the guy who gives you your boarding pass and, no, we didn't get the Gravekeeper glitch. Where it's like, they give you your boarding pass and tell you that your luggage is overweight. Two of your favorite things at the airport. Imagine getting stopped at TSA. No, TSA stops me. I'm not TSA. TSA stops me. In fact, they could take away my my badge, and I wouldn't be able to go in the secure areas anymore. Like, bro, my coworker, bro. He told me about how he's been tapping my shoulder, right? He's been doing this crap where like this troll where he taps your shoulder and he's on your other side, right? And he walks right past you. Right, but I've never fallen for it. Every time I see him and he walks past me. Granted, he's only done it 2 times, but both times I catch him. And the second time, he told me why he does it. He says it's because that's what they do at the airport when you're entering the airplane. TSA, which is basically Transport Security of America or something like that, the transportation security, right? They're basically like customs, but like a little bit of a lower level than customs. But basically, their job is basically to make sure that like both people and the workers there are not bringing in anything they're not supposed to. So not just the passengers, but also us. And recently they've gotten a lot more secure about it, making us go through the metal detectors as well. In the past they didn't. You could just show your badge and they would just let you through. You could carry anything you want with you. Okay. Now I guess they tightened up on security. I don't know if it was like an event or something, but recently they did. But that has nothing really to do with what they've always done, which my coworker told me. They do that they will dress up as people, as regular people, but they're secretly the security. And they'll distract you. They'll do anything they can to try to get into the airplane. And it's basically like this capture the flag, except so much more scary because they could take away your job. And if they capture the flag, you lose your job, which is terrifying. Basically what's going on is at the airplane, you're supposed to make sure that people have their passport and their boarding pass. And if they don't, then you cannot let them through. Okay, so you have to check and make sure that everyone's name matches their boarding pass and passport. Okay, that at the very least that they have it. Right, and TSA will not have these things. They'll try to distract you and test if you're actually checking to see if they have their ticket. So we have 2 people. We have the people who let you into the line, right? And then we have people who actually scan your ticket. So if they get through me, then technically the scanners can still get them, because I never do the scanning job. I always do the line job, right? So they might like secretly go through a divider underneath behind me, way further up in the line next to the door, and I wouldn't see it. But we have people at the desk who should see it, right? But if they don't see it, then the scanner should ask for their ticket, right? They shouldn't let anyone go who didn't show their boarding pass. So if they let them through, then whose fault would it be? Whose badge are they taking? That's what I've been starting to wonder in the last few days. But what I know for sure is if they were to try to get through me and distract me, right? And even if they don't get in the airplane, I wonder if they would take away my badge, even if they didn't get in the airplane, right? If they were to distract me, or just walk right past and if I didn't ask for their boarding pass and passport, they just walk past and I see them pass, or if I didn't see them pass, either way, I wonder if they would actually take it away. Would they still take it away? Because so far, I don't let any single person through. I see people, sometimes someone will like walk right through thinking that they can, that they're fine. And even if they just came from the desk and they just got their boarding pass, I still have to ask them, you know, show me your boarding pass, right? And they're like, it's like a very innocent thing. Like, oh, yeah, no problem, I'll show you. And they show me and it's all fine, right? They just didn't think I needed to see, right? Because they were just at the desk, right? But I still asked just to make sure, right? Because technically, I don't know where they came from, right? Maybe sometimes I didn't have time to see, they just came from the desk. But bro, when it gets hectic is like when they when there's a lot of people coming through and you gotta count like the families. Or like I'm always counting, make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If there's five people, I need to see five passes basically, right? But yeah, my coworker told me is that TSA does that, and that's like the scary thing is that they're basically against me, bro. Like, bro, I realized they might not be my friends. I might not want to talk to them, to any of them. But some of them are nicer than others. Like, bro, I guess they got the jerks doing that role, right? Yikes. Well, too bad I didn't stay upstairs wait for that cipher to unblock, because now I'm getting punished for it. That I knew where the next closest cipher was. Oh, God. Okay, she swung, thankfully. Please, edge of the map, stop her. Thank you. I had a feeling the edge of the map would stop her before she hits me. Do we rescue this? In what world do we rescue this? I don't think so. Because he just gets automatically killed. I mean, I guess he could use his Matador ability and reach the pallet right here and then die to a mirror. I don't think it's worth it. Because it would cost me a whole bottle, half my bottle to heal myself. It is 50 to heal yourself, right? 50% of your bottle? It doesn't say here. Which basically puts me down to 2, like, cloud usages. Maybe 1 if I have to do a tall cloud. Who knows? Man, trump card teleport, is that up yet? Not yet. It's gonna be up soon though, in about 20 seconds. Yeah, this game is basically over. Maybe she didn't use her pom-pom, she still has maybe 2 left, so maybe she can in theory dodge up to 2 more mirrors, but bro, Blink is gonna, yep, Trade is just gonna kill her before that because of that hit. Yeah, this is kind of what I mean by like when someone goes down, you have to play so safe because now you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll use my abilities on her next mirror. Nope, there is no next mirror, you die to the Trade now. And if the Trade didn't kill you, then the next mirror will definitely be in range to kill you, and so on and so forth. If you had to use your abilities to dodge the Trade, well, now the next mirror kills you. It's just like... It sucks. It hurts. I would like them to rescue. Because, hey, bro, you see how slow I am on the pings? Like, I'm pinging when she's already going to rescue. He does look like someone who works down here. Poor bro. Dog, how did she not make that rescue? That Blood Queen didn't even have to move to hit her a second time. Airport worker uniform? I don't wear, like, airport worker uniform that you'd expect. We wear suits. Passenger service agents wear suits. TSA is the one that like wear airport worker uniform, or the guys on the like who work outside the airplane. I deal with the people, guys. I don't do anything with the airplane. I deal with the people. That's the scary part. Oh no, I did the wrong cloud. Oh shoot. Well, we might be covered. Yep, this game's over. How is that the wrong cloud, by the way? Wait, this is still the wrong cloud, by the way? Did I not draw this the first time? Oh, no, I did draw the right cloud. It's just... What's the minimum? I think this, right? But how am I going to survive still? Oh, wait. Cold? No, there's no way. She'd have to be a bad block me to miss that. I mean... well, maybe I could have... Well, now it's like easy to say in hindsight, but I didn't know she was behind the shack wall. It could be that if I just ran in this direction, the shack wall might have just stopped her right then and there. Now she's coming back to chair. You can tell because of the mirror, where the mirror is coming from. Can we make this? We actually would have died there if she didn't miss time to swing. That was a bad mirror. Hold up. Yep, make the wall make her stuck. Use the cloud for a speed boost. Skip the vault animation. Man, but we're just gonna die to the next mirror now. We're just stalling out. I mean, this windmill actually kind of protects us from the mirror because she can't put anything inside the windmill low key. Oh yes, she's getting stuck. Oh, whoa, hold up. She just messed up. She just messed up. But what cipher are we doing? We have to do middle. Oh no. I mean... I guess we'll do the cipher. Technically, we should open a chest. If we want any shy, I have to hope she doesn't notice that I'm decoding at this point. Man, the perfumer got hit by the basic there. So now it's not like she's even full health to go back to pressure that cipher now. Like now perfumer has to play just as safe as I do. Great. Oh shoot. I'm gonna open a chest here. I mean, if perfumer gets found... Oh. Oh, wow, we're dead. Oh, we're so dead! We're so dead! We're so dead. At least the mirror disappeared, I guess. Bro, there's no way you're here too! Oh my god. Guys, maybe she won't find me. It's okay. Maybe she won't find me, Cope. She doesn't see me. No. Oh, damn, bro. What a lucky mirror. That was barely within 32 meters to find me with the insolence ability. Or with the 1000 presence. Oh. Nah, she's not going to heal herself in time. She'll heal when I'm at 95% dead. Yep, 95% dead. She's just saving it for the crows at this point. Why is the hitbox of Blood Queen more long than the actual hitbox? Well, if we went by the actual hitbox, every single hunter's hitbox should logically be like Dead by Daylight. I mean, look at Wu Chang. No one's complaining about Wu Chang, though. Seki, who is the best survivor in the game and why is it Wild? It's not Wildling. The Wildling is better than people give credit. Yo, next video, the most underrated harasser in the game. I don't drive your plane though, guys, brother. There's clearly no understanding about what a passenger service agent does. I don't even get on the airplane. I mean, I do, but not when it takes off. I come in just before it takes off and I get off when it does. It's like you play rank and you're all, I want to see some low tier gameplay. Why do you want to see a low tier gameplay? Who here is the first person to care about low tier gameplay? It must be you, dog. He's so broken at kiting, rescuing, and harassing. Well, harassing, he's decent. Kiting, yeah, but no one chases you. And rescues? Actually, not really. He's the worst rescuer out of all the rescuers to go for chair rescues. Because if you have to use your ability far from chair, you're just an easy double hit afterwards. He's the worst guy at chair rescuing. That's actually completely wrong, bro. You meant like balloon rescues? Because chair rescues are very scary as well. Because if you're forced to use your pig, God, I hope that you're really fast at moving after a rescue finishes. Because if you stand there for even half a second, you're dead. If you don't know exactly how long a rescue takes to finish, you're dead. Give me your employee discount. Damn, you want my 100% flight discount? No way, dog. Like you're ever gonna go to Turkey anyway. Granted, Turkish Airlines is an international airline, so they don't just go to Turkey. They go to, I mean, makes sense because Turkey's in the middle of the world, basically, if you exclude America. Bro, it reminds me of why I don't play Matador or Meteorologist or Archer. This is why, dude. This is why. This is such a stupid character in the game. Like, any sense of outplay potential or doing cool moves is completely thrown out the window by this character. Why is Blood Queen still not receiving a rework? Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous that I have to play half the survivors in the game, and the other halves don't exist, because otherwise Blood Queen just destroys you. Like, great. This is just great. Like, wow. Khmer better not be in range. I hate Blood Queen so much. Such a stupid character. Maybe I should have saved that power boost for her next mirror. She's gonna break that, right? No, I didn't mean to. I meant to hold it. Well, you know what? It's fine. It's not like we weren't gonna get mirrored anyway. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh, shoot. I should have thought about this. Great. She gets a hit without the mirror. Awesome. Bro, if I ran straight to the left, we would have survived. That's my bad, bro. That's my bad. I meant to hold my ability. Oh, I hate survivors that have to hold their ability. Why? Tell me why there is a 1 second delay every time you hold your ability. Can anyone explain why? That's one of my biggest reasons why I don't like playing survivors who have to charge their ability. We're talking Fire Investigator, Matador, Archer. Because when you hold your ability, it takes 1 second for it to actually come out. So, I'm still not used to the fact that I thought I missed the button there. Get that BS out of my face. No blink for you. Oh no, but she has patroller. Well, it's not like that will do anything anyway, let's be honest here. Dude, if I saved that ability, you could have dodged a patroller bite with that. And then I wouldn't take a basic hit. But I didn't mean to use it. That's so unfortunate. I just didn't mean to use that ability. I mean, maybe I shouldn't give up hope yet. She did just use her mirror. But look at this dirty. This is so dirty. Just the farms. It's so stupid. Well, great. Now we're dead. I will forever hate Blood Queen with every fiber of my being, dude. I do not care. I do not care that there's not even like a strong hunter. This is so stupid that this exists in the game. Okay, Cyber's Prime. Wait, but we died to a basic! No, I forgot about that. New plan. Wait. Oh, we're dead. We don't make it. Wait, we do. It's just that this pallet is crap. Please tell me we win. If I played in low tier, I wouldn't even be playing Matadors, like the frustrating thing. Like, you just see Blood Queen every match, it's like, okay, well, guess half the book doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's why I'm so happy that people just stopped playing Blood Queen. Even though, let's be real here. Let's be real here, people could still be playing Blood Queen, especially with, like, Meteorologist and... Well, I guess not. She's really bad against Lancerns, granted. Because you can't immediately swing when you make the mirror. You make the clone behind a pallet as soon as she makes a mirror, and you can finish making your next clone away from the mirror before she can even swing. Like, Lanternus is very good against Pokemon, but the rest, we're very lucky that, for starters, that body block was clutch at the end game right there. Before we took that ball, that was insane. What else happened? She missed her mirror at some point. After the first rescue, I think she missed her mirror or something. Like, I want you guys to realize that that was that close to a tie so many times, and only because she kept messing up. Like, this is the stupid thing about Blood Queen, is that Blood Queen is like just good enough to never allow a win if you don't play the right character against her, or you hope she just makes a million mistakes, right? And then you win. But she's good enough just so that you can't possibly get a winning kite unless she messes up, and she's just bad enough also where she can't actually win. It's just like, it's just a waste of everyone's time, basically. Psyche, do you think Escapologist is good? Notice how when at the start of the stream when I said these newer survivors are so good, and then I just breezed over Escapologist. But bro, he's so trash. Every single time I play him, he's so trash. Why don't you move further away when he gets hit in smoke? It just feels so bad. It's so bad, dog. It's the only reason it's even used in tournament is because the hunters that are meta, like Goman, Hula Baloo, Shadow, they just have such long cooldowns for their abilities. So when you take a hit, it was actually worth, like, that extra is actually worth it because they're not gonna hit you for a long time again after that. But dude, these no recovery hunters is just, and these like quick swing hunters is just so bad. I guess they're also quick swinging. These guys are also quick swinging, to be fair. Shadow not so much, but Opera go. Like, bro, we won. And it's not even that impressive. It's not even that impressive. It's because she kept making mistakes. Escapologist isn't good, but he makes up for it by being hot. What is hot about this bald guy? The last I checked, guys who are called hot in today's generation are not bald, unless you're like 40 and divorced, and you're into older men. Sorry, my bad, guys. My bad. You find it hot that he's bald. Alright, well, you're probably just a one-off person anyway. Don't think he is kind of bad, kinda, bro. You guys have been online way too long. Says the guy coming. Says me, bro. He just hates bald people. Escapologist does not have a good luck being bald. That's all I'm saying. Well, I did generalize saying 40-year-old. Forget about it, bro. I can excuse the baldness, but draw the line at his dirty feet. Now you just made it 10 times worse. Now you're giving people another reason to love Beauty is not found in the hair. I highly disagree. Highly disagree, dog. Bro, this is me you're talking about. Highly disagree. And I didn't even do my overlay stream. Bro, I know it looks bad, okay? And people still think it looks good. That's how low people's standards are. Because most hair doesn't stand up. They're like, whoa, your hair defies gravity. No way. Wait until I actually put some effort in. Bro, beauty does come from there. 100%. Escobar just looks like the king. Sucky sis for Antonio's long, beautiful hair. This is not beautiful. This desperately needs a wash. The only reason it's not washed is because it's possessed by a demon. Bro, why is Scabula getting Google translated? There's no way, though. Oh god, guys. Hellenbron Church. What should we play? Geisha? Geisha. I want to play Geisha. No! What is my build? What is the restraint default build? I'm scared. I'm scared. Please don't let it be trump card. I wanted to switch to my Ripper build. No, bro. I'm pretty sure this is trump card. Wildling has the best chair. Great. Bonbon's here though. Yeah, it has trump card, bro. I'm trolling. Hey, at least we were wearing the best Geisha skin, bro. That's a crazy tattoo. Did you see the detail on that? Bro, they pulled out the blue and red just for it. When do you see blue and red? You always see black. Lame. Oh, there's no way, bro. This guy got me good. Wait, he can just see me with his map. Oh, so much for looking at his map. Wait, is he still here? Oh, there's no way, bro. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god, there's no way that hit. Wow, Geisha's hitbox is actually crazy. Oh my god, and slow pallet breaking trump card Geisha. This is not the combo, though. This is not it. I'm actually sorry. Tinnitus already? Okay, why are you breaking a brick wall? Are there double rescuers? Just making sure. Bro. There are double rescuers! Oh wait, are there? No, they're not. Flywheel? Maybe I should have held my butterfly to bait. I forgot I could do that. Graveyard. Is that Shack as well? We have faster pickup. Dude, you know it's a bad thing when I play this game so long I can tell when I have faster pickup without looking at my build. We pick up 20% faster. Bro, is that not a sign I've memorized these animations a little too well? Shack and Graveyard, okay. Mechanic Doll's probably at Graveyard. Oh, wait, they just healed. These two guys. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't use this up. But he does now. Get the full presence. Oh my god, nostalgic cooking? Wow, nostalgic cooking right now. Wait, nostalgic is actually kind of good in these kinds of areas with like the tall walls and everything. So if you're a hunter that like relies on mind games, I never really thought about that. Bro, trump card teleport. So bad, dog. The thing about Geisha is, man, I'm not gonna lie, Geisha has such a strong ability, like especially at full presence. It's just so dependent on the area. Like right there, there's no reason to walk and risk the pallet. When I essentially have an 8-second blink. And I mean, right there, it was extremely good. Like, between that tree to instantly catch up to Aloy, that just saves so much time. No, it's gonna... I love how she walked away, too, dude. Oh my god, bro! Geisha's hitbox is on crack nowadays, dude. There's no way. Ah, too bad. I was hoping to make the button disappear. So that way when I go behind like a wall, it disappears and maybe I dash up to her before she can look at me again. You Geisha mains know what I'm talking about. You guys know. Dude, this mech is not Cypher rushing, dude. Watch both Cyphers pop now. Guys, we purposely ended our dash. Think about it. It was strategic. It was actually kind of a good thing. It threw him off. Oh, I'm a little bit scared. This is their last Cypher, right? It's gotta be. Dude, this mech is... The mech was not helping this match. That is some hella slow decode. The dash doesn't end there, though? The brick wall didn't stop that? Or the stone wall? Oh my god, she must be Persica. What a flywheel. Oh, I've never noticed that her tattoo goes away in her angry form. Dude, I've never noticed that. What even is this? Someone... I don't even know what that is. Okay, dog, I'm not chasing you. I know someone else is here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, her bot disappeared. See, that's so funny. Even if you don't kill the bot, the durability will still... Oh no. Oh my god, we actually could have killed her. I didn't actually mean to end my dash that early, but that actually was a pretty good play right there. I wasn't ready for it though. Geisha is a goated survivor. Goated hunter is just like such a shame that like Antiquarian exists, dude. And Lanternist, like, dude, it's such a shame because she just drops a pal. She just makes a clone, drops the pal. I'm like, now what do? Do you dash? Do you dash and try to hit the clone, or do you go around? Like, it's so bad either way. Or sometimes you have to break it, right? Because you don't want to waste a dash, but... Bro, it's so nasty as Lanternist that you can just put a clone and then go on the same side as the hunter and just drop the pal in their face, and they can't break it for a second and a half. For 1.5 seconds, they can't break the pal, and while you're busy trying to actually break the pal and actually force her to change position, she's already going behind you. Like, I don't know. I just think Lanternist is so stupid. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, how have I not been abusing Lanternist? Which we didn't even play Lanternist that often today. I like Meteorologist a lot more. I mean, I've said it before. I prefer the survivors with limited abilities because I like that it's stronger. They have stronger abilities. So when you use your abilities, it feels so much more like game-changing than these like abilities. With these, it feels a lot more spammable. They're designed to be a little bit weaker. So same with like Cheerleader. Like, don't get me wrong, you can use your ability well, but with something like Cheerleader, Lancers, it really does feel like you have to preemptively use your abilities a little bit more because you can't be so you can't be as reactive with them. You can still be reactive with Cheerleader to a certain extent, you know. Yeah, I'm generally not a big fan of them. Composer, I love Composer. Composer gets an A+ from me. But yeah, Lanternist is really good. She's a very good survivor. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for today. Besides that one really bad Matador attempt at a save, pretty decent session overall. I mean, I think I've really went away from like studying the new survivors because I really don't focus on that much because I've always been like a rescuer, but I should really play these survivors more because the thing about them is Similar to like the survivors that I played back then, like Acrobat, Mechanic. When I played these at their prime, Seer, Mercenary. When I played them at their prime, the game was so much easier. And granted, it's because they were stronger as well. You know, I can still play Magician and Mercenary really well, but there's gonna be a lot more times where I don't make the exit gates because Mercenary just doesn't last 15 seconds like he used to. There's gonna be a lot more times where I die quicker to Opera as Magician because I just don't have as annoying abilities that forces pallet breaks like Matador does. It just puts the hunter so far behind. Right, I don't have that ability to even counter like blinks. Like I was over here trying to counter blinks against Bloodqueen, completely forgetting she had Patroller, which that's a good thing to do if they have blink, by the way. But she did not. That's like just another thing you can do. That was just like another thing you can do. Ability built in, like protection from Patroller bite, and a lot of other things in this game. It just these stars have a lot of utility. So did Mercenary back then. Like right, 5 elbow pads. How can you get more utility than 5 elbow pads? Times have changed though, and I feel like I've been challenging myself for nursing. So we got to be playing these survivors a little bit more. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, especially Meteorologist and maybe Lanternist, but these are such good survivors, bro. If you even have half a brain, especially Matador, if you have even half a brain, bro, you can get carried to Titan so easily with these survivors. And if you use them effectively, efficiently, like bro, when I was using Mercenary back in my day, dude. I would rescue, I'd do multiple rescues, and I'd still be endgame 3 Elopad, they chase me, boom, I'm gone. It's not even close, like, it's not even close that I make it to the gate. If it's Moonlit, bro, sometimes I'd be going from gate to gate, and those would be the craziest days. Like, yeah, I'll take a bit of attention to it at the end, but, holy, dude, holy. We gotta get back to the stars that matter, bro. Times have changed. Acrobat is old news, dog. Magician is old news. Thief gets away just because no one uses him. I feel like if Hunters knew what they were doing against Thief, he wouldn't be as good, but... Bro, Thief, top 10 highest win rates in the game for NAU. Kind of crazy. I wonder if half of that is because of me. I wonder how much I've affected Thief win rate to the point where he's the least used survivor in the game, but you look at his win rate and he's still top 10 survivor. He's exactly the 10th highest survivor winner. Escapologist is higher than him. Don't ask me how. Maybe we shouldn't be looking at the win rates too much, but anyway. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I do have to call it here because I've gotta go. At least I think I gotta go. Let me see. Okay, well, it doesn't really say when, but I'll have to go here, guys. We play one match. You guys want to see one Tomb Raiders match? We'll do one Tomb Raiders match to end things up. After I update this win-loss ratio that just got forgotten about. I love how this is like a stream meant to be survivors we never play, and Gravekeeper it just gets thrown in there somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Dude, that is so crazy how the game, one of the 3 games we won is when I was complaining about being hard countered. Okay, maybe, yeah. Okay, but she made a lot of mistakes though. I think that this is not a case of like Matador not being countered by Bloodqueen. It's more of a case of like if you're a good survivor, this is how far you can go. That even your hard counters like you can get away with. If the hunter's not on their A game, if they make mirrors next to you, bro, you can totally get away. You play perfect. That was honestly almost a perfect gameplay as Matador there. Besides the accidental use of my ability one time, and the wasted red apron ability, which honestly I don't even know what we would use it on anyway. I guess it would be good if she misses her mirror then decides to swap, right? And then we can immediately not allow her to like hit us in a vault. Well, I guess that would be good, right? That would be the only situation. But besides that was basically as perfect of a kite you can get, and honestly still took a lot of mistakes from Hunter. So guys, that's gonna be the end of the stream here. Tomb Raiders can't wait till Wednesday. We'll play it on maintenance. It's alright. It was all me, credit me. No, dog. Dog, you are not making that win rate 27%, bro. brother. Who is making their win rate 27% though? Not even me! I'm not gonna make the win rate 27%. The escape slander is unacceptable, bro. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. Question, does the extra amount of decoding progress when doing a calibration Is it an additional amount, or is the amount changed to for Explorer? Okay, so the way it works is your first 4 perfect calibrations give you 2% bonus. They don't give you like a decoding bonus like, let's say, Mechanic or like Fire Investigator. It's just like additive, right? It doesn't make you do the cipher itself faster. It takes less time, yes, but it just adds like 2% into the bar. So you'll notice the bar like jumps when you get a perfect. That's the 2%. And after that, you only get 1% for every perfect. Now, Explorer is different. Explorer gets an extra 1.2%. So that basically just means that instead of getting 2% per calibration, you actually get 3.2% per calibration. And that's for the first 4. After that, it goes down to 1%. But since you're playing Explorer, it's going to be 2.2% per calibration. So it goes from 2% to 1% normally, but with Explorer, it's 3.2 to 2.2. Now, I don't know. Let's say you get a calibration and you miss it, or let's say you only got a regular completed calibration and you didn't hit the golden. Does that count as one of your calibrations towards your perfects? So you're never going to get that 2% back. You only get now 3%. 3 calibration with 2%, and then after that it's going to be 1%. I don't know the answer to that. It's really hard to test that, granted, because obviously you're in the middle of decoding the machine. You can't just do a calibration without also decoding it at the same time. So it's kind of hard to tell, was it 2% or 1% added from the calibration. But anyway, yeah, Explorer, long story short, Explorer does get more decode from calibrations. Good question. People often forget about that. His rescuing is OP. Bro, Escapologist, I'll never understand Escapologist, dude. Gets canceled in his rescue animation. In his fog. So it's almost impossible to not get double hit. Like, you'll always have to waste your fog to rescue. It's like you play Mime. We'll definitely play Mime. As long as she's a pretty solid survivor, we'll play Mime. I feel like a big reason why I don't play these survivors when they first came out is because everyone is playing them. A lot of people are playing them, so it feels like I'm competing to play these survivors. Maybe I should stop caring because these people are anyway not playing well, even no matter how broken these survivors are. But yeah, these are some extremely broken. These 4 stars right here, so good. Fire Investigator, I feel like more balanced, so he's certainly not going to get a nerf anytime soon. I could see all 4 of these eventually getting a nerf at some point again. It's hard to say because the hunters are also so strong, right? So they might want to just keep. They might just want to keep these survivors in. That's the problem of not nerfing Goldman and Opera, is that, well, now you have these ridiculous survivors like Archer. Why would you play Archer when Batter exists? Would you play Batter when Archer gets banned, I guess? I guess you could have both Archer and Batter. Or if you just play Batter really well, you can definitely do better than an Archer. I mean, Batter has different advantages over Archer. You get that pushing effect, you know, which is nice, but Archer, bro. Archer's so good. How did rank go? Is the counter not updated? Bro. This guy doesn't read. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for today's stream. Check out my new video if you guys haven't already, where we destroy hunters as Thief. What's new, dog? No one can defeat Thief, bro. He's the best survivor in the game. Unstoppable. Get yourself a free badge while you're at it. No one plays him. I play him like once a while, and I just never lose this A badge. I just play him once every. I have 1,779 points, dude. That's nothing, and I'm still A badge. I guess I really don't play Thief that often, huh? If I have that. Well, no, because I'm losing when they lose, bro. Anyway, or my teammates, bro. I'm not the 67th Thief anymore. Since when was I? Well, when was I last time 67th Thief? Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. We gotta get our check-in bonus. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for today's stream. If you guys enjoyed this stream, be sure to check out more streams just like this every Tuesday and Thursday, 20 to 22 EST time zone, guys. If you're also new around here, subscribe, like the stream if you guys haven't already. If you enjoyed the stream, give it a like, helps more people find the channel. And yeah, guys, join the Discord if you haven't already, and all that good stuff. I will see you guys later, bro. I gotta take a break from talking. I'll see you guys later, bro. Take care of this, man. Peace out, everybody.